So one of the biggest core things that our successful beat makers do is they master the release flow. Mastering the release flow is huge. If you do not have a consistent release schedule, your online business is gonna die. Just straight up. If you're consistent for a month and then you drop off for 2-3 months, you're not gonna have a consistent revenue stream for yourself. So the most successful guys on BeatStars release at least one to two beats, maybe 3 beats a week. Just like any other product, you have to train your consumer sometimes when music is released. That alone breaks through all the noise of all the other beats alone too. So when your followers and your subscribers know that so-and-so producer's dropping on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. every Tuesday night or every Thursday night, they're looking forward to that release. And they know that you're gonna come with it every single time. They're not gonna wait around and try to discover other people's stuff. They're gonna focus on you. They know you're coming with it. So there's a lot of really cool release scheduling technology that's out there where you could literally wake up on a Monday morning, spend an hour or two, have 3 beats already ready to go. The videos are made for YouTube. The artwork is made. Spend an hour or two, schedule them all up for release on BeatStars, YouTube, and on social media and to your email newsletters, and just breeze through the week. You know what I mean? Like the more you can figure out ways to organize that time, the more you're going to start to see consistent success. That is just proven in any business. So spend a couple hours during the week creating all that content, schedule the release of all that content, and you'll start to see a consistent growth with your fans and your followings. So another big core thing that a lot of producers fail at. I mean, there's so many great producers that upload amazing beats to BeatStars, but some of them just don't get the licenses right. They don't get the price points right. They don't get the value add right. With every license that you create, you better make sure that there's a value add proposition for each type, right? There's gonna be an audience of people that just want the untagged MP3. There's gonna be an audience of people that really want a high quality wave. They don't really care about the stems. They're not gonna really mix it. They think you already did a great job at mixing it pretty well on your wave. They're gonna run with that for like a mixtape or whatever it is. Same thing for the MP3. And then there's gonna be that professional songwriter, that professional singer or rapper that takes his stuff to the studio, that really cares about the sound of his tracks or her tracks, and they're gonna want the stems. And so providing every single file type and using that as a value add proposition, you're going to start to see that you're catering to a variety of different consumers. And when you limit and not have this stuff available on your profiles or in your stores, you're gonna be limited in the type of sales that you're gonna see. Any questions about this before I move on? YouTube. All right, so how many of you guys have a YouTube channel and upload your beats on YouTube right now? Yo, that's not a lot. Yo, that's life and death. That's life and death right there. That is literally life and death. If you are not uploading your beats to YouTube and using the YouTube platform, which is pretty much Google and all media discovery, you might as well just quit. Just quit right now. If you don't have a YouTube strategy, sorry for you. Get on YouTube. I cannot stress that enough. YouTube is going to be your lifesaver. Of course, BeatStars is as well, but you're talking about a billion people every single month that are using YouTube. Everyone is searching for content on YouTube, whether it's a how-to video or whether it's an instrumental or whether it's, man, okay, we're gonna really stress on YouTube today. So some of the really important parts about YouTube is your metadata, right? YouTube, Google, all of these big social platforms, they all work on data, relevancy, keywords, all of that, right? So these are some of the big things that you're gonna have to focus on when you're creating your YouTube videos. So right now, if you notice on YouTube, you've got this movement of producers titling their beats in the likeness of a certain artist. If it sounds like Rihanna could be on this track, if they think Rihanna could be on this track, you know, there's a lot of artists that search that way. Like, I want a Rihanna style instrumental, or I want a Beyonce style instrumental. So it's just one of those search terms. That's great, but I'm going to also show you guys some very general tactics that can get you a nice return on your investment too. So call to action is very, very big. So that's this call to action button, that little slider that's sliding right there. That's only available inside of your Google AdWords. Not many people know that doesn't even, that's not available on your YouTube account, which I don't know why YouTube does not offer it, but you have to go into AdWords, create an AdWords account. So what's one thing that you notice on this mobile screenshot is missing from, you know, from this screenshot basically? There's no description, there's no links, right? You can't really link outside of the video, right? You can't thread the consumer through the story from listenership to consumership. You know, you're missing a big portion on mobile. And so what that call to action button does there is it creates a click-through, which is, that call to action is the highest click-through rate compared to all YouTube annotations. So you're at least giving your consumer, because no one's going to click that little arrow that does the drop down. No one's going to click that to look at what the links are, what the description is. You know, 60 to, what is it, 70% or 80% of visitors on YouTube are all mobile users. So that's a pretty big demographic of people that might not click to your website. So as you can see, those call to actions are available on desktop and mobile. I'm going to show you guys how to make one real quick. So campaigns, Google AdWords. Let's create a whole, let's create an ad right now, right? Let's show you how I sell beats and how I help some of our producers sell beats. You're going to create a Google AdWords campaign to get the click-through, the CTA, the call to action. You don't have to have an active campaign. It could be paused. As long as you just create the campaign, it could be paused. You could still get the click-through. So let's go to campaigns, create a video campaign, and let's call it, you know, just call it beats. And we're going to do in-stream or video discovery. My max cost per view. Yeah, okay, I think we add that after. So here, you're going to set your budget. You know, you could start out by doing, you know, $10 a day. And you could literally bid for like 1 cent views, you know, towards a certain targeting. So I'm going to deselect the video partners on display network, because that, you know, I think those are external videos on different websites. Let's stay within the YouTube ecosystem, within search and within video. And then let's choose a couple countries that I know, based on the hundreds of thousands of transactions that we have. The USA, Canada. Ever since Drake came out, a lot of Canadian rappers came out the woodwork talking about. And then we got the United Kingdom. Those guys have been grimy as hell for a minute. And then you got France. A lot of French rappers, man. A lot of immigrants in France that love to rap. So you got these 4 territories that I would focus on actual like beat buyers, people that actually buy beats. Everybody else, they might start rapping eventually. So let's see. So let's go and save that campaign. And then let's call this group. Am I going slow enough? Let's just call it beats. And let's grab a YouTube video from one of our channels. So just to let you guys know what BeatStars does, we have this like secret channel that no one knows about called Best Beats on YouTube. And we spend about $10,000 to $20,000 a month just promoting our members' beats just because we want to. We just want to see you guys make money. So, so let's take this beat. And drop that in there. Let's do video discovery. So basically that'll show up in the search, and that'll show up on like the right side of the video. You know, like that little ad right there on the right side of the video. I'm gonna show you guys something that's, I mean, so low risk at acquiring customers just right away. So I'm just gonna say Drake type beat, whatever, instrumental, free download. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. Buy my shit. And then we're going to take them to the video watch page. And we're going to call this just Drake beat. And we're going to put a CPV of, let's say, 3 cents. And then I'm willing to, if Google thinks that, you know, the ability, okay, it's telling me to do 1 cent. All right, fine then. I ain't fighting you. So, you know, this percentage here, popular video. So say if it's enabled to be able to run on a video that actually gets a lot of views already, like another beat or video that gets a lot of views that we want to advertise on, I'm willing to increase that by 1 more cent. All right. And then you start targeting and demographics. And you might want to go in here as well too, and like, you know, grandma ain't rapping. She might though. You know, girls and boys are rapping. You know, moms are rapping too. So you can like go in here and start, you know, really getting granular with it. And then here I would go like on placements. And all right, so you go to BeatStars and you go to the charts and you find out, you know, hey, Gabe is here from the Legion. I'm like, dude, that dude sells some beats. Hey, Gabe, what's your YouTube channel? This is the Legion. All right, Gabe, I'm just going to jack all your customers, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to run my video on the right side of all your videos, and I hope I jack all your customers, right? You start targeting all the best producers in the world and people that are listening to their beats on their channels, and you're automatically getting your beat in front of potential beat buyers. If you know they're already top selling guys and everyone's already listening to their beats, might as well advertise on their channels. I mean, it's just really that simple. This platform is available for everyone to advertise, you know, and it doesn't have to be on specific channels. You can do specific YouTube videos. You can just do when people search for hip hop beat, just very general terms, or rap beat. When people search for these things, your video will show up in the search. I think you need to add a keyword, sorry. So you go into keywords and go rap beat, hip hop beat, instrumental, you know, Drake beat, whatever everyone's like searching for, and then you'll find like a bunch of related keywords that Google will automatically tell you that's relevant, that's being searched, and I'll just add them all. Now I've got 86 keywords, and then my beat is going to show up on all of those search results. Simple as that. Especially when almost everybody on the songwriter side or on the recording artist side is searching for beats on YouTube. So, and how some of our top selling guys are utilizing YouTube. Jeff, I don't know if you really want to post this on your YouTube channel, man. You might lose students. All right, so Mantra's got the call to action, right? I click this and it takes me directly to that track. So I'm listening to Gangsta with Hook on YouTube. I'm completing that story. I'm holding my consumer's hand all the way through the process of listening to the beat on YouTube, discovering it, and then I'm also adding some cool little emojis here in the description. You get a short link with every track, and I'm sending them directly to the pro page. So this is a BeatStars pro page. This is something that comes with your membership. It's free. You don't even have to have a membership to get a pro page. You get your own do-it-yourself, fully customizable website to sell beats directly to your fans, to your consumers right away. So I would click that link, and now I'm exactly where that beat is here. My licenses are here. It's a full e-commerce solution for your customers. They always have their sales and their downloads available in the cloud. They never have to come back and ask you, hey dude, I bought this beat from you, man. You know, where can I get it? They can always locate where their files are. It's always available to them. All their licenses are available to them. They can write lyrics to the beat right on your pro page. They can save that. There's a beat looper, so they can, like, if I'm writing to just the hook itself and I want to focus on that while I'm vibing to it before I buy it, that's available for you too. And what the really, really cool, part about, the pro page is that you get to use your own domain name. So DJ Pain 1, you get to use your own domain name. It's just you get to use it as your you brand it for your own purposes. Each track has its own individual link with your domain name, and what's cool about it is that it's hosted on the BeatStars servers. Google already thinks of us as an authority on Google, right? For beats and for buying beats and for selling beats. So when you automatically start masking your domain name and use the pro page as your website, Google's going to start thinking, oh crap, this guy is relevant. He uses the BeatStars IPs and servers, so we're going to rank his or her page at the top. So like someone like, Havoc and Mobb Deep, right? Havoc and Mobb Deep is one of the biggest hip hop producers ever, but Google thinks that his pro page on BeatStars is the #1 search result. And Havoc's been around forever, right? He's got authority links too from articles on some of the biggest music sites in the world, but Google said, nah, he's more relevant with this website because it's using his domain and it's hosted on BeatStars. So that gives you another kickstart for people searching on Google automatically.
And that's just because you guys have tons of built-in traffic.
Tons.
Right?
A million unique visitors a month.
Yeah.
So let's get back to, so that's the pro page and how you kind of utilize YouTube. And then I'm going to show you another example from our second biggest selling producer. His name is The Beat Plug. This guy is killing it right now. And so what he does, instead of using the pro page, he directs people to purchase on our Blaze player. So what's really, really cool is that you get this Blaze player here, and each one of these tracks have its own unique link. So if I want to send people to Last Forever and I want to put that in my video description, I just copy and paste that in there, and then our player automatically puts Last Forever at the top of the list. So you're still threading that relationship from listening on YouTube to purchasing. And so you can embed this player right on your WordPress site. So if you sell other services and you want to have an embeddable storefront like this, you can expose the instructions on how to buy, and all your licenses are available there. There's even a lyric pad. There's a lyric pad there too, and you've got your looper there too. So we make it really, really easy for you guys to just figure out how you want to sell beats, whether it's hosting your own website or using our pro page. Everything's available, and this is all this stuff is fully customizable with colors and schemes, and actually, let me.
Hey, if you want to take a couple.
Yeah, let's take a couple questions. I was going to go into that.
All right, so we got one. That, these all got a few of votes. So what happens when you lease a beat to multiple artists, then one of them wants to purchase exclusive rights to that same beat? Have you had that?
Yeah, happens all the time. You know, a lot of people just kind of test the waters out with like a non-exclusive with a lease, and then they always come back and purchase. What they can do is, you know, if they've purchased that beat on BeatStars, we'll deduct what they've already paid on the non-exclusive side, so they can just pay the rest of what's available for.
The tracks are out there that already.
Yeah, so the other tracks are out there now. That producer, I mean that buyer now is the you know he's the you know he's the exclusive owner of that track. So he owns a publishing and you know publishing share of that track now, and you know all those leases never really had any ownership anyway. So.
All right, and then how are you paid for your royalties when a beat is sold? I guess through you guys. That's the question.
Yeah, so everyone gets paid 100% of all their sales on BeatStars. You get paid at the point of transaction. So anytime someone sells a beat, it gets paid directly to your PayPal or your Stripe. And what's really dope is something that we've invented a few years back is that a lot of producers collaborate. A lot of artists collaborate. So a lot of guys, you know, work on beats together, and sometimes there's up to like 10 collaborators on one track. What we're able to do on BeatStars is you can assign a collaborator on your track, and anytime that beat is sold, we automatically distribute revenue to all parties involved. So we clean up that whole mess.
Splits, like when they're uploading, you say I'm 50-50 with you.
Yep. Yeah, let me show you.
Is that only for PayPal? What's split by 250 or Stripe do that?
Stripe does it too. Yep. Yeah, Stripe does it too. So when you're uploading a track, I'm just going to go into an uploaded track I already have here. And in the edit screen at the bottom here, you can add all your collaborators. You just find people that are on BeatStars or someone that you're connected to, you know, set their role in the production, and then just add their percentages, and then we automatically take care of the rest.
All right, one more question, I'll let you keep going. Can you prevent YouTube audience from ripping your beats and guarantee they actually purchase them?
Yeah, so we have a deal with YouTube, and so probably the only like production beat platform that has a deal with YouTube where we can actually content identify your beats if they've been uploaded by other people on YouTube and pay you for all the ad revenue on those people's videos. So what we do is if you have a beat, you distribute it through our platform right in here, and you go into music distribution, you go YouTube content ID, select which tracks that you own, you make sure that it's all original, it's all yours, you submit, add your ISRCs, your publishing information, we send it to the YouTube servers, YouTube analyzes the production, your audio file, and scours the whole YouTube universe of videos with with videos that contain your audio, and slap ads on all those videos and pay you for it. We have guys making like $4 or $5 grand a month just off of content ID alone because they have literally 8,000 different versions of the same beat out there. So that's just another way to kind of fight piracy and, you know, get people pissed off to the point to come back and buy a license.
Are you guys direct on YouTube?
Yeah.
Are you going through in-grooves?
No.
Any of this stuff anymore?
Yeah, so we just renegotiated with InGrooves, and so we're going to add all the other retailers, but we're still going to be direct with SoundCloud and YouTube.